Violin, violet, violent, video game, Versace on the floor. We're gonna talk about the B and V sound today. What is up? You're watching Tito Talks Non-Life Insurance Discussions English Mondays edition with me, your favorite Tito Miguel, who loves to make non-life insurance topics easier to understand for both agents and clients. And today, we're going to veer away from non-life insurance topics first, and we're going to talk about our usual English Mondays portion. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Magandang Monday po sa inyong lahat dyan. I hope you guys are enjoying the start of your week. I hope you're all safe. I hope you're all healthy as well. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Every Monday, we're going to be talking about various English grammar and pronunciation lessons to help you step up your game when it comes to selling insurance or in any facet of your life. And if you like this kind of content, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. I'd be more than happy to have you on board so that we can share more of our knowledge with each other. And as promised today, we are going to be talking about the last of the 3 Filipinoisms that we commit, which is the also. Don't forget to watch the full length of this video because Tito's got some really nice tongue twisters to help you guys practice. And yes, you're going to be running through these tongue twisters with your Tito. Don't you worry about that. You're right. It is the B or the B and V pairing that catches a lot of us off guard. Now, it's one of 3. The B and V pairing is one of 3 Filipinoisms that we usually commit. There is the T and TH, as well as the P and F. And if you did miss those lessons, I'm going to link the videos right about here so that you can check them out right after this one if this is your first video. Also, we've also handled the schwa sound as well in the past, linking this one right here too as well. And you'll also find the links to those videos in the description for your benefit. Now, let's get started. The B and V sound, you'll be very surprised to know that it functions or it has the same characteristics as the P and F sound. And if you weren't here during our previous lesson, you'll know that the P and F sound are a contrast between a sustained and a plosive sound. And it's the same thing with the B and the V. However, this time you're taking a lower timbre with less plosives involved. Now, the words you experienced at the beginning are some of the more common mispronunciations that we Filipinos tend to make. As you all note, it's the same issue with the PNF and the T and TH here in the Philippines. One of the biggest reasons why most Filipinos struggle or usually create these errors, they mix up the B and their V sounds, is mainly because there is an absence or a lack of V sounding words in natural Tagalog language. So therefore, we substitute the V's with B's most of the time, so you end up with words like video game and Versace on the floor, which which never fails to make me smile during karaoke night. Don't you think so? Now, have you ever had a sort of mishap with your B's and your V's? It's quite common and slightly unnoticeable, but it does drastically improve your confidence and your competence when it comes to speaking in English. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've experienced anything down in the comment section below. And if you have mispronounced them at least a couple of times in your life and you've only realized it now, subscribe to my channel to learn more. Now, let's get on to our minimal pairs. What we're going to do first is we're going to talk about, or we're going to run through some sample words with you so that you know the distinct sounds between these two. And by changing the sound, you can actually change what type of word you're referring to. Now, I'm going to list the words on the screen on this section. Why don't you read along with your Tito as we go about this, okay? Berry, very, ban, van, beer, veer, boat, vote, bent, vent, bolt, volt, bat, that, dub, dove, rebel, revel, bowels, vowels, lobes, loaves, dribble, drivel. Now, if you have managed to mention these words or pronounce these words properly and making a clear distinction between the B and the V sound in these words, congratulations, you're halfway through there and it's just a matter of mastery. But for those of you who are struggling to make sure that these minimal pairs sound differently from each other, which could be confusing at times, it's best that we take a look at the technical side of things. Now, in order to create the B and the V sound separately, certain mechanics of your mouth are involved, which means you need to make different formations using your lips and your neck in order to be able to properly enunciate the sounds between the two of them. Luckily for us, the B and V sound have the same mechanic as the P and F pair. Whereas you'll know the P sound is a plosive sound, P, P. Same thing with the B sound, B, B. Therefore, to create the B sound, you simply have to you simply have to draw your lips together, pull them in, and let loose. B, B, B. I hope you got that. On the other hand, the V sound is also similar to the F sound in terms that they are both sustained sounds. Meaning, if you can keep your lips in the right position, then you can keep the sound going for as long as you have breath. For example, the F sound. Now you do the V sound, but this time, make sure that you're trying to vibrate the lower lip as you crunch down on your lower lip with the upper front row of your teeth. Let's try that again. Sounds like your mobile phone when it has a message and it's on silent phone, right? I mean, it's on silent mode, right? That's the sound that it's supposed to make, which also is characterized by the word vibrate. And when you say the word vibrate, you're supposed to feel a slight vibration on the area of your lips. That's how you know you're doing it right. Is it supposed to tickle every time? Not exactly. But if you're starting out and you're trying to practice and you're trying to emphasize the sound, then yes, it's going to be a little bit ticklish at first. Don't worry. But once your mouth is used to it, once your mouth has developed the necessary muscle memory to execute the sound properly, the tickling sensation, don't worry, that's going to go away. All right? Now that you're familiar with the sounds, let's go on right ahead to the minimal pairs once again for one more final practice round, shall we? Berry, very, ban, van, beer, veer, boat, vote, bent, vent, bolt, volt, bat, vat, dub, dove, rebel, revel, revel. Let's try that one more time. Rebel, revel. Bowels, vowels. Lobes, loaves. Dribble, drivel. Now notice that I bite my lip, or I seem to be biting my lip every time I pronounce the V sound, which is a very important thing to remember. Make it look like you're biting your lower lip, but don't actually bite the lip. You'll end up hurting yourself. Just make sure that you create a small opening in between the front row of your teeth and your lower lip as you pull your lower lip into your mouth. And this is what gets a lot of people most of the time. But don't worry. Once you get used to the sound, things will be easier from this point out. And of course, as promised, Tito also has your tongue twisters for you today. And you're going to run them through with Tito once again. Now, I've got a doozy here for you, and I made sure to find something with the B and the V sounds here together. There aren't a lot, though. right now, as you'll have tongue twisters for separate B sounds and the V sounds, but we want to make sure that we get both of them in the same exercise so that you can practice switching in between these two so that you notice the fine differences. Now, we're going to do this slowly, and don't worry, I'm going to display uh, the twister on the screen so that you can run it through with your tito, all right? How many berries could a bearberry carry if a bearberry could carry berries? Well, they cannot carry berries, which could make you very wary, but a bearberry carried is more scary. Now, that's a little bit tricky, right? And just one V sound, and you want to make sure you get that V sound right. So, let's do it one more time, and Tito's going to go a little bit faster. Now, I hope Tito doesn't make a mistake either. So let's do this one more time. How many berries could a bearberry carry if a bearberry could carry berries? Well, they cannot carry berries, which could make them very wary, but a bearberry carried is more scary. Getting the hang of it? Well, let's do this one more time, a little bit more faster. Say this again with your tito, and we're gonna go maximum speed, maximum effort as well. I hope I don't mess this up. How many berries could a bearberry carry if a bearberry could carry carries? See, I got it wrong. How many berries could a bearberry carry if a bearberry could carry berries? Well, they cannot carry berries, which should make it very wary, but a bearberry carried is very scary. I wasn't confident with that. Let's try that one more time. How many berries could a bearberry carry if a bearberry could carry berries? Well, they cannot carry berries, which makes them See, even Tito gets it wrong. Now, Tito needs to focus. Let's try this one more time. How many berries could a bearberry carry if a bearberry could carry? How many berries could a How many berries could a bearberry carry if a bearberry could carry berries? Well, they cannot carry berries, which could make it very wary, but a bearberry carried is more scary. Oh yeah. Finally got it down. So as you can see, tongue twisters are really, really good for practice because even experts and even people who sound near native, just like your tito, can end up mixing up the sounds from time to time. So it's a great exercise for both intermediate and beginner English speakers as well. And I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Tito had a lot of fun sharing this with you guys today. Don't forget, next week we're going to enter on a new sound, and I hope it's something that you'd really enjoy. So, with that being said, once again, this is your favorite Tito who dies a little bit inside when you sing it wrong in karaoke night. But I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.